Hey guys, what is up? It's Funny Asian here, and welcome back to Madden Ultimate Team MUT 16. This is going to be a squad update, team update, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be the first one of the year actually, so I'm going to try and start doing these regularly whenever I add a new player, or whenever I add a new player or somebody gets cut. So let's get right into it. This is going to be the squad I'm going to be starting with for the road to 96 Tom Brady. So let's get right into it. Starting at our offensive line, left tackle, 97 overall, Anthony Munoz. Picked him up, I think a couple days ago. He's basically been an upgrade of Walter Jones, who was my previous left tackle. So at left guard, we got Steve Hutchinson. Center, we got Travis Frederick. Right guard, John Greco. And right tackle, basically the best right tackle in the game currently, Lane Johnson with that 82 speed. That's ridiculous for an offensive lineman. And offensive lineman is important because you guys know I love to run the ball a lot. So at tight end, we do not actually have a true tight end at tight end position. We have 96 overall Hines Ward, who's a 94 overall at tight end spot, which, I mean, him at tight end is basically, I mean, you guys already know, it might be considered cheese, whatnot, whatever. But yeah, Hines Ward at tight end is basically, he's pretty good, and it's, I guess, not, I don't consider it game breaking, but it is. There is an advantage to having Hines Ward at tight end. So going towards our receivers, our number one spot, 93 overall, Brandon Marshall, team of the week. He's a really good deep ball threat. I love my receivers to have deep ball threat plus run blocking because, as you guys know, I love to run the ball. At the number two spot is another one who has a good, another player who's good at deep threat with run blocking, Calvin Johnson, team of the week. At the three spot, newly acquired 99 Odell Beckham Jr. You guys already know I love to have speed at my slot because the slot is where you need the speed to be at. So I actually have two OBJs on my team. At number 4 spot, I have the 90 overall free OBJ you get for completing a MUT Master last year in MUT 15. At the 5 spot, Mike Evans and Brashad Perriman at number 6. Those are just a sub in for Hail Marys, just in case. At quarterback, I actually do have the 96 Roadmaster Tom Brady at my starting quarterback, basically the best pocket passer in the game, plus deep ball threat, combining with Calvin Johnson, OBJ, and Brandon Marshall. I picked him up for a little under 900k. This was a few weeks ago when he was actually worth like 1.2 mil around there, so it was a decent pickup. I decided to keep him. At fullback, got Christian, the best rushing fullback in the game as of now. Until they have a better one, he's gonna be my fullback. And at running back, I mean, you guys know I love to run the ball, and who better to run the ball with than 99 Bo Jackson Ultimate Freeze Edition. This card is absolutely amazing. Picked him up a few days ago. Haven't used him online yet, but in the solo challenges I've been using him with, he's just been trucking everybody, stiff arming everybody, breaking tackles like there's no tomorrow. At the number 2 spot, Sweetness himself, Walter Payton. 3rd spot, we got MVP Chris Ivory, the truck master. And at number 3, the HB Toss cheese player himself. Nope, it's not Dre Archer. It is flashback Chris Johnson. You guys know I love to run the ball, so it's good to have 4 solid running backs. So let's get right into our defense now, which is basically my favorite part of my team. So I do run those dual styles, zone defense, pass rush. I love to focus on defense more than offense because what's the point of scoring if you can't stop your opponent from scoring? It's just going to be a shootout, and if you make one mistake, it's over. So starting at middle linebacker, the team captain himself on my team, team of the week, Luke Kuechly. I was rocking Shazier for the longest time until Kuechly came out with a zone defense pass rush card. And anytime a zone defense pass rush defensive card comes out, I immediately have interest in it, mainly because it fits my styles. So that's what happened to my right outside linebacker as well, Vontae Burfitt. He replaced Sean Lee. Captain Sean Lee was been on my team for the longest, a really long time, until this guy came around. Football Outsiders of this past week, zone defense pass rush style. At left outside linebacker, probably have the longest tenured player next to Nate Allen right here at straw backup safety. But Derek Brooks, been on my team since about a week into Madden 16. Because he was one of the first legends to come out. He was one of the first legends I picked up, and he's been on my team ever since. So at free safety, got Sean Taylor himself. Zone defense, pass rush, dual style, how can I say no? 100 hit power, how can I say no? At strong safety, I do not have a true strong safety. I have the Night Train Lane cornerback, who is a 98 overall strong safety. How can you say no to that? 99 hit power, got the dual safeties with basically the highest hit power in the game as of now. And at number 1 corner, we have prime time himself, Deion Sanders. Picked him up for about 2.7, I believe. This was a week or two ago, which is a decent price considering he's been going for about 3.2 consistently. And he's been absolutely shut down at one side of the field. He'll shut down one side of the field, and the other side of the field will be shut down by Patrick Peterson himself. Team of the week, 93 overall. My corners need to have press or they're not going to be on my team. He replaced 92 overall team of the week DRC because DRC had no press. He kept getting beat. I don't care how fast you are. If you have no press, you're not going to last too long, especially in Madden. So at the slot spot, flashback Antonio Cromartie. He has been shut down as well. I love to run dime defense, which means I have 4 corners, which is why I have Rondy Barber at the 4 spot. Which having Antonio Cromartie and Rondy Barber at the 3 and 4, the inside corners in the dime package really help to stuff the runs and dime blitzes. They get to the quarterback very fast, so the dime blitzes are very deadly with these two rushing in. Now at our D line, at our left end, we have Michael Strahan, Ultimate Freeze Edition, the record holder for most sacks in a season himself. Left end has been a very tough spot for me to find a good player. I had 94 team of the week JJ Watt, but he was so quiet on my team I had to get rid of him. Picked up 94 overall signature edition Justin Tuck, but he's been quiet as well. So I finally picked up Michael Strahan a few days ago when they had that topper of a ghost player, so his price crashed. Going up since the prices were cheap. So we'll see how Michael Strahan works out. At the D tackle spot, number 1 spot, we have Damakong Su, flashback, 96 overall. This is probably the best defensive tackle in the game. He gets past his block so easily. His pass rush is amazing. He gets so much sacks on my team. Defensive tackle number 2, 96 overall, Mean Joe Green. Does not get as much sacks as Damakong Su, but Mean Joe Green does stuff the run very well, which is basically his point, the purpose of him on my team. Now at right end, the god himself, team of the week, 95 overall, Khalil Mack, zone defense, pass rush, dual style. I was rocking this Randy Gregory for the longest time. Did not see a point to upgrade him, especially if the upgrades was like a 94 Julius Peppers, who didn't even have any of my styles. So I did not see the point of wasting coins on him, especially since Randy Gregory before Khalil Mack was the highest speed right end in the league. In the game, and I always put the right end at a QB spy. That way anybody who tries to scramble is not going to go anywhere until Khalil Mack came out with his zone defense, pass rush, and his 90 speed, making him the fastest right end in the league. And he, besides being a QB spy machine, this guy sheds the block and gets to the quarterback. This guy has the most sacks on my entire D line, more than Damakong Su. And this Khalil Mack, if you have not picked him up yet, I would recommend picking him up immediately. This guy is absolutely amazing. So there it is. There's my 95 overall team. Going into 96, road to 96 Tom Brady. We're going to be using this team. So it's been fun, Asian. I'll see you in the next video. I am out. Peace.